Hello friends, welcome back to our little coffee club. Today I'm gonna pull a shot of espresso with the coffee I brought back from the SCA Specialty Coffee Expo. Last time we opened the bag and pulled a shot, I did one of those layer shots that I really like, and it turned out fantastic. I don't have a lot of it left, so I wanna definitely have it as espresso again because I think it shines as espresso. I liked it better as espresso than pour over. So, today I don't really have an agenda here as to what we're gonna get into, but let's just start with pulling a shot and see where this goes. So if you guys are ready to hang out for a little while, let's take it over to the other counter and pull a shot. All right, so let's get the show on the road. I really need this shot of espresso. The last time we brewed this coffee, I found the espresso to be wonderful. It was one of those layer shots. We're gonna try to replicate that. I think last time we were at like 70 seconds, 35 pre-infusion, 35 at 9 bar. And yeah, it was wonderful. So we'll try to get close to that. The grind size, I looked back at the video that I shot that day and it was 13 and a half. So I have the niche 0 at 13 and a half. That's what we're gonna go at. I spent the last few minutes trying to film a little cinematic, and I shot some pictures that I needed for a thumbnail. And yeah, it took me a few minutes to get all this whole thing set up. So now that we have this nice look going on, I want to be able to, record as many videos as possible and give you guys this setup to enjoy for as long as we have the flowers going. They're still defying the laws of physics and they look wonderful. They seem to last so long, those little flowers. Okay, so let's talk about, I tried shooting once again. By now you guys saw the little cinematic video that I shot for Gemini Coffee Tools. So I had so much fun filming that. I hope you guys saw that. If not, I would really appreciate it for you guys to look back at that video. Even if you've seen it, watch it again. Watch it again. Send it to somebody. Help me out with that one. I really want that little project to kind of be seen by people because, man, those kind of little cinematic clips is like my favorite thing to film and to create and to edit. Those are the only ones I really like editing because it's like very creative. You get to use a lot of creativity doing those. This kind of just talking stuff is just kind of annoying, kind of cutting out every time I say something wrong and just cut it out. It's so boring. And my videos are like an hour long. So I might have to watch that like whole hour of clips for a couple times to kind of make sure. And even like that, I still mess up. The other day I had a spelling error and something I did, and I just, you know what, I just left it. It said wait instead of weigh, which is the word I needed to use, but whatever. You guys, I'm sure, probably didn't even notice, but it's just little annoying things to me. So let's talk, before we even get going, let's talk about the matches, okay? So I don't know if, I imagine that clip came out okay, that I shot today, but if not, again, this was an idea that I used for that cinematic video for the Gemini coffee tools, the puck screen. And you know, if I just had like a story behind it, right? Like you get home from work and you're kind of tired, but you know, you want a shot of espresso and you need that little boost to get you through the rest of the evening, whatever maybe you're gonna go to the gym, maybe you have a date night and you gotta get that little boost. And you know, that was the whole kind of story behind it. I hope you guys, again, that you guys saw that, enjoyed it, maybe shared it with someone, and try to get that video to hopefully get seen by a few people, because I really enjoyed making it. And these kind of like little cinematics is what I really like looking back at. I sometimes watch them, every now and then I'll go back and watch some of the old ones and just build on those ideas and kind of, you know, just kind of work on that. So yeah, but let's talk about the matches. Aren't these like the best like matches? These things are amazing, right? They're so cool. Like when you strike one of these matches and you strike them on the bottom here, when you strike them, they start to glow really hot and they take like a couple of seconds before they like burst into life. And I think that, yeah, that makes them even more special and so cool. Look at how long they are and like real wood. You know, these things are amazing. They're super cool. Whoever, you know, I never heard of this company. Benevolence. It looks like they're located in LA. It says Los Angeles. Shine a light in the darkness. And this gave me like the whole idea for the story and what I wanted to do for Gemini coffee tools. And I gotta say, it was super cool. So I tried to film the whole striking the match today again. I imagine it came out okay and I used it on this video, but if not, maybe I used the one from before. I don't know, we'll see. But hopefully I got that clip and it came out okay, and we did another little beautiful cinematic here to get going. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our shot of espresso. Another thing is that, you know, since I record, you know, most of my videos or all of my videos, every now and then I'll do a morning brew, like on a regular day, but most of the time all these videos are on the weekends. It's an afternoon brew, and it's when I, you know, make espresso. So a lot of times I would love to be able to do both, the pour over and the espresso. But, you know, in an effort to try to keep these videos a little bit shorter and for me to not have so much trouble editing this stuff, you know, sometimes I'll just do the espresso. And I gotta say that the espresso videos get a lot more views. I mean, a lot more people come to the channel to see espresso than pour overs. But we'll still do both. I mean, the ideal scenario would be to do a pour over and an espresso in every video, but I just can't. All right, let me just verify make sure my focus is locked, and let's dose out our 18 grams. So yeah, can't wait for this espresso. Again, this coffee surprised me. It was very, very good, very delicious. It does have somewhat of that classic profile, again, like the Congo Kivu. I keep raving about it because, again, it's one of my all-time favorites as espresso. And you guys saw the secret one, the one from the drippolator, whatever that Ethiopian was, which is the mystery coffee. All right, so we're gonna dose out our 18 grams. Yeah, I'm pretty excited today with all this filming, and I love it when I have the whole setup like this. Everything's out and the counter looks beautiful. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this morning I made my pour over before going to the gym. I'm gonna show you a picture right here. That's what we were looking like in the morning. So if you guys notice on that picture off to the left, there's a little black little box on the corner on the left. That's a little Bluetooth speaker. I've had that speaker for like 15 years. It still sounds amazing. I remember it being like the very first Bluetooth speaker that came out that was so small and so good. And it still, to this day, it still works perfect and it sounds great. I still think that it sounds great. So lately I've been enjoying some blues, And again, that's why I've been using blues in some of these cinematics, because it's something that I've been into lately. Just instrumental. I play it off while I'm sitting at the counter having my coffee in the morning, and just listen to some blues, and I have my whole setup. I didn't have all the accent lighting because, I mean, that, you know, every now and then I do that, especially if I'm having company over. If people are coming over, then I'll set up the whole thing, maybe something like this, so they can enjoy it as well. But yeah, I didn't do all the lighting, but everything was out because, again, I planned on filming a few of these videos with this look. I did the cinematic. I mean, I set all this thing up for the cinematic for Gemini, but I think I've already recorded another couple more videos, I think, with this setup. But we'll see how long the flowers last, and I'll keep setting it up until next time. All right, boy, I've been going on a rant. So again, I wanted to keep this video short, and now it might not be so short. So here we go, 18 grams. Okay, we're a little over. 17.9, one more bean. Okay, it says 18. Let's, or maybe it's fluctuating between 18 and 18.1. Okay, let's put this in the niche and grind it and see what we get. Okay, so here we go. We have the niche set at 13.5. Here's the roast level. I mean, you guys saw this last time, but it's like a true medium. All right, let's grind it and see what we get. Come on, focus, focus. All right, that's what we're looking like. Start it one more time as I usually do. Tap the spout a couple times and see what we got. Okay, here we go. Bam, we had some retention today. Wow. All right, we're gonna have to bellows. Hold on, let me put the phone down right there. You know, somebody recently asked me for a link for this thing. I bought it on Amazon. It's one of those therapeutic muscle, I forget what they call them, but it's for sore muscles. You use these little cups. I don't know if I believe that, but whatever. People, some people, it's some kind of therapy thing. But it's just like a little silicone little plunger that it just fits perfect on the niche. But I looked for this specific one and I couldn't find it. So I just sent them a link to one that was similar, and now I see they have fun colors. There's some blue ones and pink ones and whatever. But this particular one, I couldn't find it. All right, let's see if we got closer to our 18. But I have a feeling with a 0.4 missing, I don't think we're gonna bounce all the way back to 18, but let's see. Yeah, I figured we'll be a little short, but 17.9, 17.8, right in between that. We're missing just a little bit, so I'm gonna roll with this. All right, so put off the scale to the side here. Whoa, 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 oh my goodness. Almost. All right, let's see. Okay, let me check the focus one more time. Okay. Let's do some WDT. You know, I think the whole thing about the blind shaking, I think that's all dying out. I haven't seen too many videos on it as of late. So I had a feeling that one wasn't gonna take off, man, because it just, yeah, I don't see, I don't see that one working. You know, when things land, they just land. They land wherever. Okay, that's nice and flat. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer. Okay, and now we tamp. You know, pretty soon I'm gonna probably get a self-leveling tamper, because I think with this tamper, I kind of already like, I wouldn't say master it, you know, but I feel confident that I can tamp with that pretty much anytime. Anytime I can get a pretty good, decent tamp. You know, with this tamper, I never had any issues. I kind of got used to it right away. Some people have asked me that how come I don't just get a self-leveling spring-loaded tamper. I do plan on getting one eventually, but I wanted to kind of, you know, master the craft, you know, just doing everything manually. I just wanted to learn. So that's the reason why I've been pretty much sticking with this one. You guys have seen me struggle with the other tamper, the Pasado one, just because of that beveled edge. But with this one, I never have a problem. And I have a feeling that if I had one of those, that I think they call it the big step, which is, I think this part is even a little bit taller. I think that one would be perfect for me because I really, yeah, you know, with this one is perfect for me. I don't know, maybe that one would be too tall. I don't know, I would love to try it though. I would love to try that one. But okay, so let's put the puck screen on. Again, I've been using the one from Gemini, of course, you know, so why not? But first, coffee, words to live by. So let's drop this in, lock it in, and pull the shot. All right, so all the cameras should be running here. Let's get the Akaya up here. All right, and let's pull a shot. See what we get today. Okay, we should be ready. So again, we're looking for, I'm gonna go with a 30-second pre-infusion, then I'm gonna ramp up to 9 bars and see what we get. Hopefully we'll get at least another 30 seconds. So again, pressure starts building right around 9 seconds. And you know, I still wanna talk about that. I already mentioned it on another video. I wanna talk a little bit about that. That and shower screens. I have some theories. All right, hold it between 2 and 3 bar. We haven't gotten any drips. Usually we get some drips. There we go. There we go. Another second, here we go. And we go nice and slow to 9 bars. Wow, that's beautiful. So far today's been picture perfect. Now the puck is gonna usually start to fall apart a little bit as you extract, you know, some of the coffee. Hey, it's gonna run longer than last time. Yeah, for sure. And again, I'm looking for 45 grams out. Wow, it's running a lot longer than last time. Okay, we're at 44.8, so almost at 45, but it ran like almost a minute, 53 seconds from first drip, 77 seconds overall. Last time, I believe we were at 70 seconds, so 35 and 35. So, well, overall, it's only 7 seconds longer, but all right, it is what it is. Let's taste it, and hopefully it's tasty. You guys know how I like these longer shots. Oh, you know, I have to, wow, you know, today I thought about recording a video in regards to, let me stop some of these cameras and scale and all this stuff. Today I kind of wanted to record a video talking about the co-fermented coffee from Good Brothers. What is it, peach or apricot or whatever that, let me see. Do I have it handy? Okay, yes I do, I have it handy. Here it is, the Peach Sunrise, right? So this coffee, I think you guys could see it there. It's a little bit behind the portafilter handle, but you can see it there. This Good Brothers coffee, you know, I kind of misjudged it, let's say. I definitely got it wrong when I started brewing this coffee. This coffee, you gotta grind it finer, much finer than what I first set out to do. I thought, these funkier coffees, maybe you should brew it coarser and faster, a little bit cooler water. This turned out to be the opposite of that. You gotta extract this really well, okay? If you get a really good extraction, you're gonna cut some of that acidity, because all of these co-ferments that I've been getting from Good Brothers, they all have like really high acidity. Hold on, let me taste the espresso and then I'll keep going with that. It's delicious. I mean, it's perfect. Just as good as last time. I can't really tell that there's any, obviously if I had them side by side, the one from last time and this one, maybe I could see some kind of difference, but from what I recall, it's equally delicious. Little fruitiness, little berryness, little tartness up front, little bit of acidity, and then it just mellows out, becomes more like traditional flavors. Your dark chocolate, caramel, those type of flavors, just get sweet. Really nice shot. I really enjoy that. But okay, back to this. So I completely misjudged it. This coffee is pretty wonderful, I gotta say, but you gotta extract it well. You have to get a good extraction. So I ended up at 52 clicks on the K+. So 52 clicks, water at 96, and the brew time, I did some agitation to be able to get the brew time all the way up to at least 4 minutes. And I would say even between 4 and 4.5 minutes. I did it on the origami, is where I got the best result, because you could do the agitation and kind of control the flow pretty well on the origami. Where like on the steadfast, if you do like a lot of agitation and you don't go coarse, you're just gonna get a really long brew time. And on the April, it just is maybe too fast. So the origami was the sweet spot to be able to control it, get around 4 minutes. And that's when this coffee started to shine. And I have to say, it's pretty wonderful if you brew it right. It has a good level of sweetness. And then the peachiness came out. Then I kind of saw it. Before that, I kept saying, no, I just don't see it. It was more like berryness, more like citrusy, more, I was not getting that sweetness, what I would expect from peaches, But if you brew it right and you gotta really extract it well, you'll see it come out. And I gotta say, it was pretty wonderful. All right, let's take this, the last of the espresso to the other counter, talk about it and wrap things up. All right, so let's give it a swirl. Cheers. Yeah, this coffee is pretty wonderful as espresso. So I'm glad that I remembered to report back as to that Good Brothers, that peach coffee. When I first reviewed it, I said that it tasted kind of similar to the strawberry one. I didn't really see that much difference. But if you get a really good extraction and you get it sweet, you're gonna see that peachiness coming out. And I gotta say, it was pretty wonderful. I enjoyed it. I had it as mostly as pour over, because I have other things I can brew right now as espresso. Why not pull the espressos with the coffees that I really enjoyed as espresso, like this one. So yeah, this shot was pretty wonderful, I do have to say. Anyways, in an effort to keep this video short, I'm gonna finish my shot here and then I'm gonna let you guys go. So leave me comments below. Let me know what you guys wanna talk about. So when I record videos, we have a little chat as to whatever you guys wanna hear about. So last time, I had gotten the message as to how often you should clean your grinder. We talked about that. Recently, we talked a little bit about water temperatures. Little by little, I've been showing you guys some clips from the show. I don't think I'm gonna include any of that on this particular video, but we'll keep going with the little stories and the clips from the show. I think last time I showed you some of my favorite, gear that I saw at the show. Definitely that one machine that dialed itself in, that communicates with the grinder and the tamper and all of that. That machine was pretty awesome. Of course, the robots, you know, how fun is it to see these things in action and see what they can do. That's pretty remarkable. The fellow Aiden, I think I haven't talked about that yet, but I will talk a little bit about it. I spent a whole bunch of time at the fellow booth, and you know, that was the only time that I ran into Hoon. It was there. We took this picture here. I also got a picture with Kyle. I saw, I believe his channel is called It's Chris, I believe. His name is Chris, obviously, but I think the channel name is It's Chris. I got a picture with him. Of course, I saw Sal. That was pretty cool. You know, it's funny because Sal's he doesn't make videos. So for people to go up to him and stuff like that must be like pretty weird, because maybe he's probably used to it by now, I guess. I think the very first person that I knew that I recognized, I didn't know him, I recognized him, was Daddy's Got Coffee. So because he was, at the time when I ran into him, then I ran into him again at the fellow booth. But I first saw him outside before you even got into the main area. He was shooting some video there, and I saw him and I said hello. I got this picture with him. And then he introduced me to one of the owners of Niche. So yeah, that's James from Niche. You know, James had asked me to send him some pictures of my brew bar, because I told him that I was a big Niche fanboy. I mean, and I am. I'm an absolute Niche fanboy. So I sent them some pictures, and then they put it on their Instagram. How cool is that, right? My kitchen made it to the Niche Instagram. If I have a chance, I'll take a screenshot of that picture they posted and put it here for you guys. So yeah, you know, running into like a lot of these people that you see in YouTube videos, and you kind of feel like you kind of know them, you know. So that was my favorite part of the show, of course, you know, seeing all the people that I've been watching for so long, and to get to meet them in person was super cool. Like Morgan, you know, Morgan from Morgan Drinks Coffee. You know, ever since, she was one of the very first YouTubers that I ever, you know, coffee YouTubers that I ever started following. And when we went to Portland and we visited Portland, you know, I made it a point to get out to Keeper Coffee and try to see if maybe run into Morgan. But of course she wasn't there. She's too famous by now. So, but I did meet the owner of the shop. She was the most wonderful lady. What a great crew, and great experience too, great coffee shop. If you're ever in the Portland area, make sure you check out Keeper. Seeing Lance, of course, Lance, man, what an energetic guy, funny, you know, taking the time to talk to everyone. Just a great experience. And of course, Posado, which I still haven't recorded a video talking about that whole thing, what went down there, but that's maybe gonna be the best one. I did get a full clip there with Posado. You guys will see that in a future video. So anyway, sad to see you go, buddy. Delicious espresso. All right, so in an effort to keep this video a little bit shorter, and I think by now it's still gonna end up at an hour like all my other videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys a whole bunch, my little coffee YouTube family here. And you know, thank you for hanging out with me. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Cheers.